Excuse me, that is Matt Pion in the number 0 starting scratch, the Barrett's towing machine. Field is set, we're ready to go, and they come back around 25 laps for the Everetts Auto Parts Sport 4s. Here we go, getting ready off of turn number 4. Up on the throttle they come. Jared Freitas, Ron Gajowski lead it into turn number 1. Freitas gets the jump. LaValle settles into the new number 2 spot, and they're 3 wide for third. Gajowski up on the outside. Bowser threads the needle. DeHanchik down on the inside as they hit the stripe for lap number 1.
Jared Freitas leads the charge through turn 1 and 2 as he leads the first lap of this 25-lap feature. But it's that number 89 car, Henry LaValle, hard on the 04's tail. Well, coming up off of turn 4, Jared Freitas going to leave 2 laps of this one, but it's a side-by-side battle for third. Taylor Bowser with the look to the outside.
Down the back straightaway they go, and DeHanchik up to third. Here comes Crystal Murray up through the pack. She is up into the number 5 spot as they hit turns 1 and 2. Across the stripe they come, and Murray is up inside the top 5. Down the back stretch they go. Freitas sets the pace as he leads a car length over LaValle down into 3.
Crystal Murray with the look to the inside of the 7 of Taylor Bowser. Murray now side by side with Bowser as they come off of turn 4. Murray leading that one. They're still side by side as they wrap through turns 1 and 2 as Freitas is still the leader at the front.
Into 3 and 4, Murray up into 4th, Bowser back to 5th. A little deeper in the field, AJ Manuel working his way up through the pack as they come off at turn number 4, 30 laps the distance, not 25, as Manuel and the 13 of LaForte have been slicing their way through the field. They started in the final row. As they hit turn number 3, they are still just outside the top 10.
Battle for the lead tightening up now. Henry LaValle having to gather a loose car last time around 3 and 4. It's now a 4-car breakaway at the front. Jared Freitas still leading, but not by much as they come back across the stripe. Henry LaValle followed closely by Tyler DeHanchik for your top 3.
A little further back, Levesque in the number 44 working the bottom of the 14 of Hayes as they come down the back straightaway. Carlin in the 44 getting that 7th position down into turn number 3. Behind Hayes, however, is Mike LaForte and AJ Manuel coming up through the pack.
Crystal Murray sitting in that 4th spot. She's got the job done a couple of times as she makes her advance on Tyler DeHanchik. Going to have to settle back in, though, and figure out another way around as it's still that top 3-car, 4-car breakaway for the lead.
Down the back straightaway, your top 4 go, and nose-to-tail battle for 5th. Ron Gajowski, the number 27, closes right up on the back bumper of Taylor Bowser. They head down into turn number 1. Bowser pulls away just a little bit while they battle for position. Here comes the 44, Colin Levesque, closing in on that battle.
38 of Murray looking for the crossover as they come off of turn 4 and down into 1 now. Murray with the lane look to the inside of the 48. Still not enough momentum to make a move. The inside doors open now as they dive back into turn 3. And DeHanchik, gets turned by Murray as they come off. The 48 car standing on the brakes just enough to keep it off that wall in turn 4, but Crystal Murray was looking for anywhere around the 48 car, and
pace. And we'll see what kind of restart we get from these two, Taylor Bowser and Ron Gajowski, row number 2. Carlin Levesque is 5th. AJ Manuel in and out of the pit area has joined in back at the tail end of the field as they come off of turn number 4 up on the throttle. And Freitas looking for the jump. Here comes the 89 up on the outside. Henry LaValle looking for the lead off of turn 2. And this one is coming back.
So field's going to get bunched back up here on the back straight, and hopefully we'll see the green flag wave this time by.
19 laps remain as they get ready to roll off of turn number 4. Jared Freitas, Henry LaValle getting ready to have at it at the top of the leaderboard up on the throttle. They come, and Freitas gets a good jump on the start, leads it down into 1 and 2. LaValle battles back up on the outside as they come down the back straightaway.
LaValle looking to make a charge to the outside. Freitas having to wrap it around the inside. Taylor Bowser hard on the tail of the 04. LaValle trying to get around the outside, but the 04 is going to lead another one.
Freitas sets pace trouble. Taylor Bowser goes around. Gajowski spins to avoid. Colin Levesque gets involved. The 74 of Stephanie Bruno also involved there as we go right back under yellow with one more lap complete. So we are up to lap number 12. 18 remain, Jared Freitas to bring the field down. Henry LaValle on the outside of the front row. All of a sudden you look up and look who's up to third, and that is the 13 of Mikey Lafort Jr. Right behind him, A.J. Manuel in the 88, and we're back underway. Freitas gets the jump down into turn number 1. LaValle trying to hang tight as Lafort dives down to the inside. Their battle for second.
Lafort with a look to the inside. Henry LaValle, though, with good speed on the outside. Lafort and LaValle side by side. Lafort with the advantage as they go into turn 1. Still side by side, though. Freitas with the rear view mirror full of that battle for second as the 88 car. A.J. Manuel now creeping into the battle for second.
The 48 of Crystal Murray has worked herself back up through the field, up to 5th. Tyler DeHanchik doing a grand job. Sits 6th on the field after having to come from the back as well. Down into 3 and 4 they go. Freitas sets the pace off of turn 4. Cross flags up, 15 down, 15 to go. For the 0-4 of Jared Freitas. Can he hold off your defending champion for the final half of this race?
And just like that, look who it is in 4th. Crystal Murray wasting no time trying to rebound from that earlier incident. She stares down the number 88 as they complete another lap and wrap through turns 1 or 2. It's a 5-car breakaway for the lead.
Down the backstretch, and A.J. Manuel dives down to the inside of Lafort. They battle down into 3 and 4. Manuel takes another look down to the inside off the corner. Lafort just a little bit stronger up on the outside. Black flag out one more time for the 0 of Matt Payan, and we've got a change of second place. Down the back straightaway, the 88 of A.J. Manuel takes over the position. Trouble off at turn 2 as the 74 goes around. She tried to get that car rolling again, didn't want to bring out the caution, but they did drop it as the leaders were coming hot and heavy. 17 laps complete, 13 remain as we get ready to come off of 4. Freitas and Lafort up on the front row as they come off the corner. Green flag unfurls. KJ lets them go. The Hamilton machine gets the jump on the start, but look at Lafort wind up the outside. They race wheel to wheel down the back straightaway.
A.J. Manuel leaning on the rear bumper with that 04 that time. Henry LaValle with a big run through turns 3 and 4, coming up high off of turn 4. Black flag in the air for a car. 04 still with the lead as they wrap off of turn 2 in the 88. Now A.J. Manuel with the look to the inside of the 04, but the door closes as they come into turn 4.
Black flag out for the 7 of Taylor Bowser, leaking fluid out of the right rear, and Freitas continues to hold on. Manuel all over the back bumper. They roll down the back straightaway, and Crystal Murray puts her number 38 up into the 3rd spot by a nose over the 13 down off of 4.
The 13 of Lafort now side by side with Murray. LaValle now studying the wheel of that 38 car, slides up to the inside of Lafort as they come through turn 3. Still Freitas though with the lead as they come off of turn 4.
A.J. Manuel takes a look to the inside. Freitas shuts the door. Manuel goes to the outside. Tries a crossover move off at 2, dives to the bottom. Manuel gets a run down low. Wheel to wheel down into 3. A.J. Manuel slides his way to the front of the field. They come off of 4 with 8 laps to go, and we've got our second leader of the event.
A.J. Manuel was like a rocket that time last lap off of turn 2, and he's still walking away from the rest of that lead pack as now Crystal Murray was able to follow the momentum off of the inside. Murray now looking to see if she can chase down the 88 car, but that 88 car of A.J. Manuel has built a several car length lead for himself.
Down the back straightaway, Manuel seems to found another gear and has put it in as he leads the charge down into 3 and 4. 6 laps remaining this time across the stripe. Murray sits 2nd, LaValle back up to 3rd, Freitas back to 4th. Lafort rounds out the top 5 as they head down the back straightaway.
Levesque staring down the 13 of Mikey Lafort as they come down to their turns 3 and 4. That's the battle for the 5th place. Is now the 04, your leader for 70 laps with a look to the inside of Henry LaValle. LaValle shuts the door though, and they settle back in line as they head down the back straight.
Freitas trying to get back up on the podium over the final laps. 4 remaining this time at the stripe as they run around the field. Deep in the field, Christine Cavallero in the 87 works that bottom lane. She takes the spot over away from the 02 of Leduc as she moves up to the 9th position on the racetrack. Trouble down the back straightaway. Colin Levesque slows up in the 44 as the Lucas Milhouse machine limps back to the pit area.
44 still slowly rolling up off of turn 4, successfully finds that car its way to pit out as AJ Manuel takes the 2 laps to go. Still several car lengths dividing him between the only driver to win so far in Sport 4 with less than a lap and a half to go.
Off of turn 4, the white flag is high in the air. A.J. Manuel looking to get back to the top of the leaderboard and back in victory lane. Leads it down into turns 1 and 2. Sets a pace, a couple of lap cars in front of him, and they slow right up heading down into turn number 3. Manuel keeps his foot on the throttle, rolls off of 4, and picks up the win. Second place going to Crystal Murray. Henry LaValle with another podium finish in third with the 04 of Jared Freitas and the 13 of Mikey LaForte rounding out the top 5. A.J. Manuel celebrating a victory lap in round 1 of the Everetts Auto Parts Triple Crown. We'll talk to our third place finisher. 2 weeks in a row on the podium for Henry LaValle. Henry, a good run. You had to come back after a little adversity middle of the race.
Yeah, the second restart was great. The first restart was great. Third, well, not so much fun. Lost a little bit of ground on that one. But these guys always put up a great race. They're great competitors. A little bit of work on the car this week, nowhere near as much as I've had to do in the past. And I think I can just park it this week.
We'll see about that. You still got a couple of cars you got to beat next week.
Well, that's the goal.
I know you got some people to thank.
Yep, TTM Motorsports, Eric Schwagel, the mad scientist, for his help. SaveLives.com, Emergency Training Services. Seekonk Speedway for always giving us a great venue to race at.
All right, congratulations. Third place for the second week in a row for Henry LaValle, and Crystal Murray coming home second tonight. Crystal, a good run. Boy, that 88 just got away from you.
Yeah, he's good. Welcome back, buddy. Nice way to start it off. Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. My brother's actually at graduation, or he was. I don't know if he's here yet, but we were on a limited crew. My limited crew got it done. Good job, Doug and Grandpa.
Yeah, they didn't have to do a thing during the race.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun during the race, though. But yeah, it's awesome to be back here.
Tell us about that incident early in the race. You and Tyler seemed to tangle a little bit coming out of 4. What happened there?
I mean, it was just pretty much racing. Somebody's on the inside, somebody's on the outside. You run close, you run a little too close, but it's racing.
I know you got some people you want to thank.
Yeah, tons. Everybody who's at graduation or not at graduation, my dad, my brother, everybody comes to supports. Mom, Dad, Grandma and Grandpa, Meme, everybody who comes to support all the time, AJ, Doug, Noah's birthday, happy birthday, buddy. Our bonus crew member, but our sponsors, of course, Rich from Hilger South Coast Power Equipment, Ryan from Quick Oil, Beth and Mike from B&M Maintenance, Banam, Chucker and Hedges, Hawkins, all you guys are great, and thank you so much, and it's awesome to be back.
All right, second place finish for Crystal Murray, and back in victory lane. How about a round of applause? Welcome back to A.J. Manuel. Welcome back. Seemed like you took your time getting to the front, but once you took that lead, man, you were gone.
Yeah, I don't know. They started me back in Swansea on that one. I felt like I was working my way through, but I could feel something going wrong, so I pitted. I had a flat right front going down, so luckily I felt that. That could have been catastrophic midway through the race, and when that happened, I didn't expect to be standing up here talking to you at all, so I'll take it.
Good run back through the field, just like old times.
Yeah, I mean, you never want to get comfortable. This is racing. There's a lot of fast cars out here this year. They're stepping up their game. I had to come give Crystal a run for her money the best I could. If she didn't stop back behind me, then who knows, I probably would have never got by her, but we'll see.
I know you got some people you want to thank.
Yeah, I got to thank all my people, all the people that helped me change the flat tire. I seen people coming out of the woodworks back there. I appreciate all of you. All my crew, this one I got to dedicate to Jeff, who didn't make it tonight. He's one of my main help. He's sitting in the hospital right now, so this one's for sure for him. Landry getting the car here this week, all the Murrays, from Mr. Murray to Robbie to Richie to Crystal to Michelle to the whole Murray clan, and just everybody that helps me week in and week out. All my sponsors, Quick Oil, Helga South Coast Power Equipment, Built Right Homes, Murray's Garage, everything. I'd say a win is a good way to start my farewell tour here.
How often are we going to see you this year?
Triple Crown, and then I'm done, all done.
Well, we look forward to those races. You're 1 for 1 already. How about it, ladies and gentlemen? A round of applause for our top three. Third place to Henry LaValle. Second place to Crystal Murray. And our winner in round 1 of the Everett Auto Parts Triple Crown, A.J. Manuel.